Good evening, Bryan High School graduates, families, staff, friends, alumni, Board of Education, and Superintendent Dr. Logan. My name is Ronnie Ortega, and I am honored and proud to serve as your principal at Bryan High School. I would like to welcome each of you to our virtual graduation of the class of 2020. At this time, I ask that you please rise and remain standing for the national anthem. Buenas tardes, graduados de Bryan High School, familias, personal, amigos, ex-alumnos, Junta de Educación y Superintendente Dr. Logan. Mi nombre es el Dr. Ronnie Ortega y estoy honrado y orgulloso de servir como su director en Bryan High School. Me gustaría darles la bienvenida a cada uno de ustedes a nuestra graduación virtual de la clase del 2020. En este momento, les pido que se levanten y permanezcan de pie para el himno nacional. To the class of 2020, when I first started as your principal last July 1, I never would have imagined an abrupt end to our first year together. I hurt for you. Your loss is legitimate. The abrupt end to your final Bryan High School days, arguably your most fun-filled days, was not something for which you had been prepared. I admire the strength you continue to show during this time. I know this spring looks very different than what we all had imagined. But know this, your accomplishments remain the same. I speak on behalf of your teachers, counselors, and staff when I say the pride we have for you has only grown. We are all excited to celebrate this special class of 2020. My wish for this class is that when this pandemic is over, you will be the strongest, closest, and most storied class Bryan High School has ever seen. I hope that you will have each other's backs as we fight to overcome this unprecedented challenge before us, together and long after it passes for the rest of your lives. Your classmates aren't going anywhere that you can't follow virtually or physically. Your classmates are your best allies, your best supporters. Stay connected, support one another. Class of 2020, you have my heart, and as long as we are Bryan, I know there is nothing we can't accomplish together. Congratulations to each of you on achieving this life-changing moment. You see, life is not just about where you are from, but about where you are determined to end up. And I know each of you is determined to achieve more after high school. Wherever you go, whatever you choose to do next, I know you will make us proud. Once a bear, always a bear. Congratulations, class of 2020. A la clase del 2020, cuando empecé como director el 1 de julio, nunca hubiese imaginado un final abrupto en nuestro primer año juntos. Lo lamento por ustedes, su pérdida es legítima. El final abrupto de sus últimos días en Bryan High School, posiblemente sus días más divertidos, no era algo para lo que fueron preparados. Admiro la fuerza que continúan mostrando durante este tiempo. Sé que esta primavera se ve muy diferente de lo que todos habíamos imaginado. Pero sepan esto, sus logros siguen siendo los mismos. Hablo en nombre de sus maestros, consejeros y personal cuando digo que el orgullo que tenemos por ustedes solo ha seguido creciendo. Todos estamos emocionados de celebrar esta clase especial del 2020. Mi deseo para esta clase es que cuando termine esta pandemia, ustedes sean la clase más fuerte, cercana y con más historias que Bryan High School haya visto. Espero que se apoyen mutuamente mientras luchamos para superar este desafío sin precedentes que tenemos ante nosotros, juntos y mucho después de que pase por el resto de sus vidas. Tus compañeros no van a ningún lugar al cual tú no puedas ir virtualmente o físicamente. Tus compañeros de clase son tus mejores aliados, tus mejores seguidores. Manténganse conectados, apóyense unos a otros. Felicitaciones a cada uno de ustedes por lograr este momento que les va a cambiar la vida. Sepan que la vida no solo se trata de dónde eres, sino hacia dónde quieres llegar. Y sé que cada uno de ustedes está decidido a lograr más después de la secundaria. Donde quiera que vayan, hagan lo que elijan hacer después, sé que nos harán sentir orgullosos. Una vez un oso, siempre un oso. Felicitaciones, clase del 2020. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our next speaker. Our next speaker roars like a bear when advocating for each of you. This speaker has achieved a great deal professionally by climbing up like a bear. A teacher at heart, a former high school principal, please welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Cheryl Logan. Ahora es un placer presentarles a nuestro próximo orador. Nuestro próximo orador ruge como un oso cuando aboga por cada uno de ustedes. Este orador ha logrado mucho profesionalmente escalando como un oso. Una maestra de corazón, exdirectora de secundaria. Demos la bienvenida a nuestra superintendente, la doctora Cheryl Logan.
Hello, Bryan Bears, class of 2020. Wow, typically I'm not at a loss for words. Knowing what to say to you in this time is daunting. Students, you are the first class of the decade, children born and graduating between two extraordinary events in the United States. But most of all, you are wonderful. I also thought there must be some advantages to a virtual graduation. The two top of mind are the fast forward feature during speeches and grabbing some chips and dips during your speeches. This speech today, however, is about thanks, and I speak to you today on behalf of every teacher you have ever had, from your kindergarten teacher who practiced letter sounds with you, to your third grade teacher who practiced your times tables with you, to your fifth grade teacher who had that very first difficult human growth and development talk, to your middle school teachers who likely taught you how to open a locker, and finally, your high school teachers who put the finishing touches on what I hope has been a wonderful journey. Winding at times, exhilarating at others, sorrowful at a few, and memorable, hopefully, at all. Thanks to these teachers, all of them, especially including your first teachers, your parents and family members, who will continue to shepherd you through life. You know, life is like a moving picture, a movie, so to speak. This one, whether it was a blockbuster or there are parts you think, hey, I wish I could have a second or third take, is over. And I hope that your next step, whether it's college, work, the military, or some combination thereof, that your next feature film starring you is epic, and worthy of the preparation you have received here in the Omaha Public Schools. Congratulations, Bryan Bears Class of 2020. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Kimra Snipe, Board of Education member representing Bryan High School and also a proud alum of Bryan High School.
Dr. Ortega, Board of Education colleagues, parents, families, friends, staff, and of course Dr. Logan, and members of the Omaha Bryan graduating class of 2020, I am so pleased to represent the Omaha Public Schools and the school board at your commencement this year. We have a great school district, and the evidence is sitting right in front of us. I'm honored to accept the Bryan class of 2020 and to recommend to the Board of Education that each of the students who have fulfilled all the requirements receive a high school diploma. To our graduates, congratulations. Today, though, I want to talk to you very quickly about resilience, about being resilient. I want to talk about the word. Words to me have a lot of power, so I'm going to break it down for you. Resilient, a person who is able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. I'll say it again, resilient, a person who is able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. That's what I think about when I think about all of you. I want to talk to you right now about being resilient. Resiliency is about people just like you. Resiliency is about young adults, you, who have worked hard in high school for the last 4 years to get to this moment. Resilience is about making friends and losing friends. It's about getting through tough breakups and difficult classes. It's about being the best you can be on the soccer team. It's about giving all you can on the basketball or the football team or whatever team you belong to. It's about being what a Bryan Bear is. Being resilient means you are able. It means you have the power to do something. You all have power. You had the power to make it through the remainder of your senior year with everything turned completely upside down. You had the power to seize the opportunity and keep on pushing. Never in Bryan's history has a graduating class gone through what you have gone through. And so because of that, I recognize the power in you. So my question to you is, as you push forward through life, through graduation, through whatever your plans are after high school, what are you going to do with your power? Let's be honest, this has not been easy. I know it hasn't. I can sit up here all day long and say that I understand and it's going to be okay or that you'll get over it. But I remember my senior year at Bryan High School. I remember the excitement about prom. I remember looking forward to hanging out with my best friend that night. I remember crashing proms. Thinking about these were the memories I would carry for the rest of my life. I remember how I felt when I put my cap and gown on and I wore my green and gold and I walked across the stage. And you didn't get that. Your families and your friends didn't have the opportunity to see that either. The conditions just weren't fit. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you didn't get to experience that. I truly am. If I could make a special arrangement with the universe, I definitely would. But I can't. What I can do, though, is remind you that you are all special. You are all powerful. You are in this moment for a reason. And so I want you to take this moment and I want you to make it your own because it's all about you. You aren't the victims of COVID-19. You are the resilient class of 2020 that decided that they were going to seize every opportunity, even through a pandemic. Back to resiliency. I can't physically see you right now, but I've probably seen a lot of you, whether it's been when I visited the school, or maybe you know my son. Maybe it's been at a game, or something I read in the paper or saw on the news. But all of you are resilient, and you all have the opportunity right now to take things into your own hands. Rules are being rewritten, opportunities are being presented. We all have choices in this life. We can choose to be the victims of the 2020 pandemic, or we can choose to be those seniors over there, way over there at Bryan High School, who not only got through it, but also chose to utilize it as an opportunity. I was chatting with our next speaker this morning, your class president, Veronica Alonzo. We talked about seizing opportunities. Veronica talked about how all of you and the rest of the class are doing okay. She talked about how no one's walking around saying, why me? No one's walking around sulking and getting caught up in their feelings. Instead, you all are saying, we're going to get through this. Now that is how you seize opportunity. Because if you can get through this, you can get through absolutely anything. So I want to congratulate the Bryan High School class of 2020. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce your next speaker, who is the awesome and amazing senior class president, Miss Veronica Alonzo.
Thank you very much, Ms. Snipe, for your kind introduction. To the class of 2020, I cannot believe it was only 4 years ago that we first stood before that brick building that was said to contain the wonders of life. For years, we have heard stories of love and laughter that our parents experienced in high school, that they kept in their hearts, or the crazy adventures that our siblings had experienced only a couple of years ago. We dipped our toes into that life as middle schoolers, and as we stood there with our favorite t-shirt and jeans, and with a plain backpack so that we didn't seem too childish, we were suddenly ready to brave the boss levels of life. High school. Little did we know that nothing could prepare us for what was next. Our time at Bryan was not just for fun and laughter. It was a time of development and of finding ourselves. And who we found were activists, leaders, parents, artists, entrepreneurs, and reformers. We found our own identity independently, but also one as a class. If there is one characteristic to describe the class of 2020, it is unity. Separately, we found our strengths, but together we found that we were even stronger. Members of our class led protests against gun violence, started a mental health awareness club, and showed more school spirit than anybody else. We led a parade to the South game, and although we may have not won the game, our spirit remained victorious. We are the definition of Bear Pride. We are the future. And with the class of 2020 leading us, I don't fear for tomorrow. As we watch this with our friends and family, I ask that we take some time to thank them for all of their support that has helped us reach this moment in our lives. Es muy importante reconocer el apoyo incondicional de nuestros padres y nuestra familia. Para todos ustedes quienes dejaron su país, su familia, su cultura y la familiaridad de su propia lengua, todo por darles una vida a sus hijos. Para ustedes tengo un agradecimiento especial, porque gracias a sus sacrificios estamos aquí, y con su ayuda, los sueños que en algún momento se veían inalcanzables, por fin se han hecho realidad. I thank my mom, who never tires of watching novelas with me while I narrate them, who is always the first to congratulate me when I succeed and the first to reassure me when I don't. She is my hero, she is my role model, and she has taught me that everything happens for a reason. Also, that el que es gallo en cualquier gallinero canta. My dad, who fostered my love for science, who always lets me tag along with his video game adventures, whether it's by Googling cheats or monitoring his stats on the Pip-Boy. He always taught me to plan for the future, but he always taught me to always live in the moment. I couldn't have asked for better parents, and I truly thank you and love you guys. My sister, who never ceases to be my best friend, and who always puts a smile on my face with her spontaneity. Mis abuelitos, quienes siempre me han apoyado en cada aspecto de mi vida, incluyendo cuando quise ser cantante y les cantaba la canción de Pinocho las 24 horas del día. Gracias por cada uno de sus consejos, porque gracias a ellos he podido crecer. Vaya donde vaya, sea quien sea, yo siempre seré su princesa. I would also like to thank our teachers, counselors, and administration who gave us all the tools we needed to succeed. And most importantly, I would like each one of us to thank ourselves because we made it happen. We worked for our graduation and we turned our dreams into a reality. We dreamt of this moment when we could finally walk the stage with our friends and move our tassels to the other side. But we didn't get the opportunity to do that, at least not now. Today I stand before you on a screen instead of behind a podium on my tippy toes. And although this was not the way we imagined our introduction to the rest of our lives, this is still a moment to be very proud of. If there is one thing you take away from today, I hope it is this. We are strong, we are resilient, and we can brave whatever comes our way. Do not be afraid of change. Embrace it. Always look for ways to improve and never settle, because once you reach the top, there is only one way to go. Go out and explore the world. Go out and make your parents proud, your teachers proud, your brothers, sisters, cousins, friends, sons, and daughters. But most importantly, go out there and make yourself proud, because at the end of the day, that is what truly matters. Become who you want to be, and remember this. No matter where we go, or who we become, or what obstacles come our way, we will make it through together, because we will always be united as Bryan High School's Class of 2020. We will now begin the presentation of our senior class. Go Bears!
Flor Esmeralda Abarca Solis. Bahareldin Mohammed Omer Abdallah. Medina Isaac Abdi. Muhammad Abdi. Austin Fernando Aguilar Baldetti. Andrea Aguilar Silva. Liliana Aguirre Herrera. Claire Catherine Albers. Geraldine Ramona Alcaraz. Elisha David Allerton. Veronica Nicole Alonzo. Marco Ernesto Alvarado. Carlos Giovanni Alvarez. Eric Alvarez. Oscar Anguiano Garcia. Emily Anguiano Hernandez. Erica Akire Bernal. Jesus Aranda Jr. Kimberly Arciniega Linares.
Eileen Arroyo. Alyssa May Arsenault.
Jennifer Arteaga Delgadillo. Jaden Marie Ash. Justin Oriel Atencio. Bryan Avalos. David Avalos Vargas. Skaya Renee Ayala. Eduardo Ayala Roman. Serena Leilani Bacon. Jorge Luis Bajena Carmona. Litzy Balderrama Olivia. Leandro Juarez Baltazar. Jordan Imani Bering. Adam Abdi Bashir, Jorge Enrique Bautista Bernabe, Ian Isaac Becker, Nicholas Allen Bellman Atkinson, Cassandra Esmeralda Bernal, Gracia Alessandra Blanco, Caitlin Cheyenne Blue, Daniel Joseph Bogart, Magdalena Bravo, Emily Guadalupe Bravo Cortez, Danica Jordan Brewer, Rebecca Marie Brink, Genevieve Diane Bruce, Mario Miguel Buenrostro, Liliana Bugarin Arce, Chase James Busher,
Tania Cabrera Gonzalez,
Jason Alexander Calderon, Litzy Ariana Calderon Garcia, Loredmi Camacho, Jasmine Camarena Rubio, Lisbeth Campos, Analberta Araceli Cano Cifuentes, Orlando Carbajal Ime, Nicholas David Cardenas Vasquez,
Emiliano Carrera Ibanez,
Thunder Hill Carrillo, Alexis Castillo, Julio Javier Castillo Lopez, Maria Fidelia Castro, Jacobed Catalan Arcos, Edith Caballos Espinoza, Felipe Rangel Chavez II, Luis Angel Chavez, Priscilla Guadalupe Chavez Hernandez, Anisha Chetri, Nyangok Johannes Chuol, Jacqueline Cisneros, Silvia Lourdes Cisneros Chavez, DeAndre Deshawn Clayton, Maria Yvonne Conde Ramos, Paula Guadalupe Contreras Mora, Fabiola Amelis Cordoba Silva, Yara Ayahem Correa Garcia, Usbaldo Leonel Corona, Alejandra Corona Jimenez, Juan Carlos Corrales Santamaria, Yasmin Cortez Garcia, Mariela Cruz Rodriguez, Keon James Dale, Nicole J. Lynn Danner. Frank Webster Davis III. Alexa de la Cruz Valdovinos. Cesar de Gante. Giselle Diaz. Cesar Diaz Riveros. Suyapa Elizabeth Dubon Aguilar. Madison Raven Early. Mia Beth Edwards. Isabel Marie Iperly. Cody David Ellis. Devin Michael Elston. Angie Tamara Escamilla. Melanie Vanessa Espinoza Mendez. Daniela Esquivel Ramirez. Ashley Montserrat Esquivel Tapia. Stephanie Estrada. Fabian E. Fernandez. Yulisa Fernanda Flores Hernandez. Isaac Edward Foreman. Jose Alexander Franco Morales. Kasha Taya Frazier. Daniel Gobaldon. Kevin Galindo. Anthony Michael Galloway Jr. Ryan Jacob Galvin. Montserrat Galvin Dominguez.
Diego Alejandro Gama.
Kyla Everett Dove Gann. Josephine Teresa Garcia. Kevin Stanley Garcia. Samantha Garcia Barrios. Daniel Candelario Garcia Davila. Juanita Garcia Bravo. Rubith Esmeralda Garcia Huerta. Alejandro Garcia Monreal. Jessica Garcia Sanchez. Arian Garcia Sandoval. Abigail Garibo Ozuna. Junior Gaspar Baltazar. Marcos Norberto Gaetan. Christian Gaetan Mercado. Andrew Genchi Bello. Josephine Louise Gerhardt. Rachel Jean Gibbons. Jacob Allen Gilmer. Zachary Lee Gilmer. Nelson Adalberto Gomez. Jennifer Gomez Suarez. Tanya Victoria Gomez Mendez. Tanya Yaselin Gomez Oropeza. Ashley Elizabeth Gonzalez. Charles Alexander Gonzalez. Diego Gonzalez. Eliana Nasalinda Niz Gonzalez. Jose Daniel Gonzalez Campos.
Marilyn Guadalupe Gonzalez.
Maria Guadalupe Gonzalez Rivera. Miguel Ángel Gonzalez Arevalo III. Nelly Gonzalez Hernandez. Eliza Lisbeth Gonzalez Osuna. Cooper Allen Grazer. Mariah Renee Grove. Andres Guajardo. Ruby Esmeralda Guerrero. Andres Yosu Guevara. Michaela Alexis Hall. Eric James Ham. Stephanie X. Haro. Delaney Nicole Harrington. Jamel Dupree Harris. Jocelyn Jean Hayes. Era Ann Hernandez. Andrea Hernandez. Erica Kathiana Hernandez. German Hernandez. Jimena Hernandez. Mariah Hernandez. Alexis Hernandez Silva. Jonathan Omar Herrera. Jose Israel Herrera. Citlali Herrera Rubio. Ruby Hinojosa Meza. Benny Ho. Freddie Ray Holmes. Madison Jolie Howard. Si Mu Tu. Bryan Huerta. Desiree Lynn Humphrey. Alyssa Storm Husser. Kenji Isobe. Jimmy Jacinto. Achanti Nasjai Jackson. Perry Jackson IV. Jaden Marie Jacobs. Azaria Kobe James. Felipe Roberto Jamrock. Jesse J. Jensen. Marnath Nayang Jeech. Oliver Ulysses Jimenez Gonzalez.
Navion Anthony Johnson.
Jasmine Michelle Juarez. Clint Joseph Kilabarda II. Abigail M. Clementis. La Casse. Manuel Alexis Lagunas Perez. Eduardo Lagunas Nava. Madison Marie Langle. Christina Lara. Carlos Ledesma. Fatima Lisbeth Leva. Jonathan Leon Ruiz. Naya Jewel Chul Lu. Jager Ryan Lewis. Lenzi Lomeli Agraz. Daniel Armando Lopez. Jorge Ernesto Lopez II. Angel Lopez Bravo. Isamar Ariana Lopez Garcia. Violeta Alejandra Lopez Gomez. Martin Lopez Mendoza Jr. Lydia Lorenzo. Melina Lorenzo. Tabitha Nyamak Lual. Husseini Salat Lugendo. Jacqueline Azucena Luna. Amber Michelle Malone. Bodie Dean Mangles. Jorge Marquez Martin. Aldo Miguel Marquez Plasencia. Jordi Edenilson Martinez Menjivar. Kevin Alejandro Martinez Perez. Elisa Martinez Alvarado. Maria Victoria Martinez Herrera. Ashley Martinez Roman. Hayden Andrew Mayberry.
Jaden Madison McCann.
Alex Randolfo Medrano. Karen Guadalupe Mejia. Luis Eduardo Mejia Cruz. Fernando Freddy Melgar Bonilla. Marta Isabel Melgar Rauda. Alexandro David Mendez Salgado. Carlos Manuel Mendieta. Jordan Brandon Mendoza. Tanner Christian Merchant. Misael Riquelmer Miranda. Carla Jocelyn Miranda Cruz. Brianna Nicole Mitchell. Abdikadir Hassan Mohammed. Luis Allen Montalongo. Jennifer Montes Rogero. Blake Thomas Moore. Mia Elizabeth Moore. Marcelino Morales Jr. Stephanie Gerate Morales Tiscareno. Jose Morales Arce. Yanira Elizabeth Morales Chacon. Estrella Moreno Hernandez. Jesus Moreno Lopez. Manuel Moreno Martinez Jr.
Elia Mufongizi. Espoir Mufongizi.
Fartan Abdi Mukoma. Yasmin Jabril Mukhtar. Jose Cruz Murillo Figueroa. Nevaeh Isis Minster. Kaylee Joe Navarro. Eduardo Negretti Flores. Guanahar M. Neal. Mario Alfonso Nibla Jimenez. Seode Laspiza Taye Nupozunku. Jordan Nuno. Hisona Inaya Akili Nayaluo. Jose Luis Oseguera. Isabella Marie O'Hara. Nuvia Denise Olivar. Cake Pablo Oliveira Santos. Axel Olivo. Nathaniel Jacob Onek. Uriel Ontiveros Monares. Alexis Ernesto Orellana Avelar. Ana Mori Ornelas Perez. Isaac Anthony Ortega. Maritza Oseguera. Yahera Pacheco Menjivar. Yaritza Pacheco Menjivar. Luis Angel Padilla. Kenya Guadalupe Padilla Vazquez.
Caitlin Joanna Pais Garcia.
Ignacio Palacios. Marcos Alfredo Palma. Jordan James Palmer. Gracie Parr. Deanna Lily Pedro Simon. Ellen Cassandra Peraza. Maria Emily Perez. Yesenia G. Perez. Bryan Alexander Perez Roblero. Lidanti Stewart Perkins. William LeVar Perkins Jr., Magdalena Pinto Bautista, Martin Plasencia Marquez, Robert Stephen Polanco Menjivar, Stephanie Portillo Hernandez, Jackie Lynn Prince, Arturo Erin Puentes Reyes, BJ James Putt, Leslie Quiroz Tavizon, Angelica Rafael, Freddie Daniel Ramirez, Javier Eduardo Ramirez, Jose Luis Ramirez, Jimena Elizabeth Ramirez, Adrian Ramos, Jennifer Lizette Ramos Caceres, Andres Alejandro Ramos Escobar, Freddy Rangel Rodriguez, Sonia Maria Raimundo, Leonardo Agustin Regalado, Caleb Cameron Reinert, Guadalupe Renteria, Leslie Guadalupe Resendiz Olvera, Oscar Reyes Garrido, Rolando Reyes Silva, Taylor Richmond, Ariona Michelle Rickards, Olivia Noel Rickley, Carlos Uriel Rios Lara, Fatima Noelia Rios Lara, Jocelyn Karen Rivera, Allison Nayeli Rivera Alberto, Erica Jeanette Riveros Lopez, Yesenia Riveros Villar, Alan Efrain Rodriguez, Jaime Rodriguez, Renee J. Rodriguez, Jose Eduardo Rodriguez Hernandez, Ana Karen Rodriguez Lopez, Yesenia Rojas, Agustin Roman Jr., Marisela Rosiles Chavez, Rodrigo Rosiles Contreras, Ashley Marie Roth, Jalela Tashani Rouse, Brianna Lynn Ruiz, Hugo Ruiz Francisco, Noor Mehdi Salat, Luna Eve Salazar, Daniel Salcido, Brittany Maria Salcedo Gutierrez. Francisco Salgado. Jose Egidio Salinas. Ashton Llano Sanchez. Jennifer Sanchez. Uriel Sanchez. Jose Alexis Sanchez Rodriguez. Jasmine Joanna Sandoval Recinos. Merit Araceli Santos. Da Ree Say. Denazjay Fantasy Scott. Angel Yeziel Segura Pacheco. Litzy Serrano Dominguez. Trinique Nyana Sherrod. Adrian Sierra Abarca. Miguel Angel Silva Franco. Omar Adriel Cimental. Jalen Andy Slaughter. Brandon Dale Bernardo Smith. David Earl Smith Jr. Justin Lee Smith. Trejune Lee Smith. Esperanza Edith Soltero. Jarlin Soto Jimenez. Amy Crystal Sotomayor. Devin Joanne Stafford. Carlos Giovanni Stonerook Bautista. Adriana Suarez Najera. Tegan Eric Swanson. Tommaso Tade. Roberto Tapia. Jesus Tapia Ramos. Luisa Zelazny Tejeda Vargas. Marco Antonio Tercero Figueroa. Leonzo Tercero Gomez. Jordan Nguyen Tai. Victoria Ann Thompson. Omar Guadalupe Tierra Blanca Silva. Pedro Eduardo Toledo. Bryan Alexis Tornes Gonzalez. Shamar Dejan Toussaint. Frida Rochelle Tovar. Kelly Tran. Adriana Trejo Ore. Gaimi Alicia Triguero Mena. Alexandro Trujillo. Sarah Ashley Erlab Samaru. Gabriel Ricardo Valadez Robles. Estefani Adela Valdez Adame. Crystal Valdez Alvarez. James Louis Valencia Sothout. Cesar Valenzuela Gomez. Jennifer Valadares. Evelyn Varela Alvarez. Daniela Juvisdel Vargas Enciso. Brittany Vega Santamaria. Eduardo David Velázquez Lopez. Karina Ventura. Jose Villanueva. Yoreli Isabel Vivanco Mahano. Jayla Lynn Walker. Jaylon Maurice Walker. Mason Raymond Clay Whitaker. Dylan Elijah White. Keelan Wilburn. Brandon M. Wilcoxon. Chance Trayvon Williams. Terja Shantaraya Williams. Daniel Alejandro Yanes Andrade. Manuel Zavala Arroyo. Andrea Cristina Zepeda Arvizu. Brianna Zubia.
It is now my honor as principal of Bryan High School to certify all present and to the Board of Education of the Omaha Public Schools that our seniors have met local and Nebraska State Department of Education requirements for graduation from William Jennings Bryan Senior High School and are entitled to receive their diplomas and enjoy all the rights and responsibilities that accompany it. Graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left, signifying your commencement, and I present to our superintendent, Dr. Cheryl Logan, and the Omaha Public School Board, the Bryan class of 2020. Ahora es un honor para mí, como director de Bryan High School, certificar a todos los presentes y a la Junta de Educación de las Escuelas Públicas de Omaha que nuestros estudiantes han cumplido los requisitos locales y del Departamento de Educación del Estado de Nebraska para graduarse de la Escuela Secundaria William Jennings Bryan Senior High School y tienen derecho a recibir sus diplomas y disfrutar de todos los derechos y responsabilidades que lo acompañan. Graduados ahora pueden mover su borla a la izquierda, lo que significa su comienzo, y les presento a nuestra superintendente, la doctora Cheryl Logan, y a la Junta de Escuelas Públicas de Omaha, la clase Bryan High School 2020.